Welcome everybody to a brand new video. We're going to be playing some Modern Warfare Remastered in the background of today's video because later on I am going to be talking about Modern Warfare 2 Remastered, so stick around for that. But guys, I have some bad news. My stock market returns have gone through the roof. I think the stock market is returning because my Delta Airlines investment has risen by 23% at the time of making this video, and my McDonald's investment has raised by 22%. I'm kind of sad about that. You guys might be thinking, why are you sad? That type of return is really fucking good for an investment. No, it's not for me because I was really happy with prices being super low and being able to buy companies at super cheap prices, and now I can't do that anymore because they've gone back up. Well, I could if I wanted to. There are still some companies that are offering really nice dividends, but I don't want to be buying when things are going up, etc. Blah, blah, blah. Too much investor talk. At the end of the day, though, I'm pretty happy with what I did buy. I got some very, very nice dividend deals for the companies that I purchased. You know, I think I might be the only investor in history to be upset when his investments go up. I just, you know, I'm a value investor. I like when things are low. But I guess I'm just gonna have to wait until things go back down, or I could just look for companies that are still undervalued. I would still say that there are some companies out there that are on the cheaper end, but, you know, I just don't feel comfortable purchasing them even now. But anyway, enough stock market talk. Let's talk about Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 Remastered. There were some leaks quite a while ago to do with Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 Remastered, and I did cover those in videos. However, ever since those events, the news on Modern Warfare 2 Remastered has actually kind of dried up a lot. It seemed like there was some news about that game about every single week, and we haven't heard about Modern Warfare 2 Remastered in quite a while, but now there have been some new recent developments that have come about. According to leakers, especially Charlie Intel, the game is actually complete and it is ready to come out, but Activision are sort of using the game as a get out of jail free card. In case a Call of Duty turns out to be really bad, a lot of people don't like it, it doesn't make a lot of money, they can sort of use Modern Warfare 2 Remastered as a backup plan, something that can easily sell, because anybody will eat up Modern Warfare 2 Remastered. If it was announced tomorrow, I would be super fucking excited and I'd be really happy that the game was coming out and everybody would buy it. Even though I'm kind of disconnected from the Call of Duty franchise, Modern Warfare 2 Remastered would be very nice and I would definitely pick it up. Say if Activision released another game that got backlash in the same way that Infinite Warfare got. I mean, Infinite Warfare got dislike bombed to shit on YouTube when the reveal trailer come out. If something like that were to happen again, Activision can just say, hey, pair the game up with Modern Warfare 2 Remastered and everybody will buy it. And to be honest, it is a very smart decision on their part. If I was running a business like Activision is with Call of Duty, I would probably do that too. I would keep Modern Warfare 2 Remastered as a get out of jail free card because it's gonna work. No matter what, people are going to want Modern Warfare 2 Remastered. People are still talking about it. Even when there's no news surrounding it, people want it, and that includes me. I really want it. There were some leaks on some different websites and stuff where listing for Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2's campaign remastered was put on by accident and it was quickly taken down. And we've had scenarios like that before where Activision accidentally posted Modern Warfare 2 Remastered on Amazon and a lot of people lost their shit and they took it down very fucking quickly. Stuff like this has happened, and we all know that Modern Warfare 2 Remastered is real. It's definitely being developed, or it has been developed, and as I said, Activision are just holding it for the moment. I really do believe that we are going to get our hands on Modern Warfare 2 Remastered very soon though, and here's why. My last video I talked about Call of Duty Black Ops 4 and how Black Ops 4 looks like a complete mess. Or at least it sounds like it from the leaks that we've gotten. It sounds like the game is going to be extremely rushed and that it is going to come out unfinished. I personally think that is going to be the case for Call of Duty 2020. I think the game is going to come out in an absolutely terrible state because of the delays with, you know, people working at the studios. People have to work at home due to the coronavirus. Treyarch had to step in and take over development of the game. It just sounds really, really bad. In my last video, I suggested that maybe the game is going to be delayed, and that is actually a possibility. While I don't really know if that's going to happen, I kind of have my doubts on whether that is going to be the case. It is very possible that because of how badly the development cycle has went this year for the next Call of Duty, Activision may very well step in and say, hey, let's release Modern Warfare 2 Remastered because it is going to sell. A lot of people are going to be super hyped about it. Let's release that this year and then give the studios a little bit extra time to develop the next Call of Duty. That is something that absolutely could happen. Will Activision go that route? I don't really know, because if they release both of the games at the same time, they could make more money in a shorter amount of time, and we all know how greedy Activision Activision are. Activision could just release the next Call of Duty in a completely unfinished state and then pair it with Modern Warfare 2. Oh my god, my lighting is gone. Well, that's not good. You guys are gonna have to see me a little bit dark for the rest of this video. I'm sorry about that. But as I was saying, Activision could easily release the next Call of Duty completely unfinished and just pair it with Modern Warfare 2 Remastered. Pair them together, but make it so that you can't buy Modern Warfare 2 Remastered just by itself. It has to come in the bundle, and a lot of people will go for that option, including myself. It allows them to just push out this next Call of Duty, get it off their hands, and then immediately go into working on the next one. I just think Call of Duty is in a very vulnerable spot at the moment. It could easily tank because of the decisions that have been made. And even though Modern Warfare 2 Remastered probably hasn't been finished for a very long time, they might just use that get out of jail free card very, very soon because they kind of need it. So that's why I personally believe that Modern Warfare 2 Remastered is going to be released very soon. I personally think it's going to be released at the same time as the next Call of Duty, whether it be Call of Duty Black Ops 5 or Black Ops Rebooted. Of course, I can't see the future, so I may very well be wrong, but I kind of see that that's how things are going to pan out. And hey, at the end of the day, if Modern Warfare 2 Remastered is bundled with that Call of Duty, I will pay whatever amount of money to actually get it. I'm hoping that the Call of Duty paired with Modern Warfare 2 is going to be good, but most likely it's going to be a case of we buy this bundle, we have Modern Warfare 2 Remastered, and we sort of just forget about the next Call of Duty for the year. At least that's how I'll take the approach. If the game comes out in a very unpolished and unfinished state, you can probably expect me to not play it all that much. I'll probably just stick to Modern Warfare 2 because it is my favorite Call of Duty of all time. Hopefully they don't ruin it though. I know that Call of Duty have left supply drops in the past for this year. I know that for Call of Duty 2019, Activision decided to pass on supply drops, which I think is great. I think that's a great step in the right direction, as I've said before. But if Activision becomes desperate and they need to make a lot of money really quickly to appeal to shareholders, then they very may well just add supply drops into Modern Warfare 2 Remastered because the game is going to be so hot and people will eat it up. People will buy supply drops, unfortunately. They may just go back on their word. I said this in my last video, and I hope to God that that isn't the case because Modern Warfare 2 Remastered, that would just be the worst game to ruin with unfair microtransactions. It would honestly be heartbreaking. It would be taking this game that is just so classic. So many people love it. It holds such a nice place in people's heart, and they would just crush it. Who knows what's going to happen? We have to wait for some official announcements of the game, but I do expect that the game is going to come out this year. That's just my prediction. That's pretty much all I had to say about Modern Warfare 2 Remastered. I'm gonna wrap this video up here. So yeah, guys, that's pretty much the end of the video. If you guys enjoyed, make sure you smack the like button. If you want to stay up to date with my content, please be sure to subscribe. I'll have my last video in the corner. If you haven't checked that out already, definitely make sure to check it out. Hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks very much for watching. Peace out.